Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I have new Happy Mail from SticKeys. Let's open it up and see what we have. Ooh, it's pretty tight. So this is the thank you card. This is what it looks like on the inside. And then this is the back. This is pretty sturdy. It can be used. Okay, so these are some of the new releases from SticKeys. So, and these stickers will be coming to SticKeys this month. And you can actually go on the website and look at the different designs that they have. Here's another one. And then it has their logo info on the back. I think that's really cool. And then this matches the other sticky notes that I have. Let me show you. So this matches this one, and then this matches this one. So that's pretty cool. You get the sticker and the sticky notes that match. These are my other stickies. So let's see what we have in the new set. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So this is the butterflies. So the butterflies are up in the corner. I like that because this one, I always put it upside down. The flower, the floral is at the bottom. Yeah, it's at the bottom on these. Okay. So then these, well, let's do this one. So this one has the cheetah or animal print, and it has pinky gold and silver looking colors in it. I don't know if you can see those, but it's pretty. And then this one is in the lower corner. So it would be kind of cool. Let's see. I'm going to show you. To have these kind of peeking out of the side of a page that maybe you want to mark. So for instance, let's mark this one. And you could even write a little something on the edge there and then have the animal print peeking out of the side. I think that's pretty cute. Okay. And then these are the ones that I was excited about. I think there's another one that I may have to go and order. These are the Juneteenth 1865 and the Free at Last with the broken chain. So there's that one and that one. And if there is another design, I think there was with a fist. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen here so that you can see. But these are the Juneteenth, and I think it's great that they came out with designs for Juneteenth. So these are all my SticKeys. And if you're interested, all the information will be in the description box below. But what I'm going to do with these is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just had not figured out how to do it, but we're going to figure it out today. And that is, I want to make a sticky note wallet, something that I could put in, stick into my planner that's not too big. It doesn't have to be exactly the size of my planner, but something that I could stick in my planner if I wanted to, or really the main purpose that I wanted it for was to be able to stick it in my pencil bag. In my, it's Delphonics, I can't remember the name of the bag, but yeah, in my bag, so that they don't get all grimy and dirty and yuck, because I don't like it when that happens, and I tend not to keep them in the bag, and then I don't use them because I don't have them with me when I'm planning or whatever. So enough rambling, let's get some paper and get started. Okay, in previous videos I have shown how I sketch out the design and come up with what I want to do. I have this kind of in my head, so I'm going to use just a regular piece of paper before I get my scrapbook paper to make sure my measurements and everything are correct. So this will be kind of like my template. It's mostly me just working out the measurements and making sure that I'm doing it right, or doing what I want to do. Okay, so these are 3 inches wide and 3 inches in height, and we want to give them a little room. So because it's 3 inches, we want to give it a little room. And all right, I'm hoping that I can just use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but that may be wishful thinking. So let's see what we can do with 8.5 by 11. So if I place this here, I'm thinking it's going to be really close to the edge if I do it that way. Let's try it. So I'm going to score it 3 1/4. And then I'm going to score it go over 1/4 of an inch. So it would, if I wanted to put the whole sticky notepad in there, it would have room for the whole, okay. So yeah, 1/4 of an inch. And then I need to come over 3 1/4 inches. 1, 2, 3 1/4. And then I'm going to go over 1/4 of an inch. All right, let's do some folding. So if I fold it here, fold it here, and here, and here. Okay. Let's use these because they're more colorful and you can see them better. Now I could just have them in the middle. So kind of put these in the middle like that. Then this would come over like this. Then this would come over like that. And if I wanted to use the whole paper, then I could make this a pocket. But then these sticky notes would be over the pocket. But I could cut, oops, let's see, that would be a pocket. So I would cut this, cut all of this. Okay, let's put this back. This could be a little pocket. I don't know what purpose that would serve because it's so little. But you could put maybe some little page flags in there. And then this needs to be folded properly. Then this, I would do something like that and close it like a little wallet or envelope, and voila. Now I don't know if I would like that. but that is one way I could do it. I have a snap set where I can add snaps, but then I would have to put it on there like that. I don't know that I would want to do that. I could also use a magnet. Okay, so I just had another idea. Instead of cutting off this excess, I could leave it on the side here and make that a pocket. Just fold it over into a little tuck spot, and then we won't have this little piece right here. Let's try it one more time. I hope this isn't too boring. So we know we don't need the bottom. So what is that? 6.5 inches. I could go 7. So we're going to trim this down to 7 inches. Okay, to get us started. And then, how big was this flap? About 2.5 inches. So let's get to scoring. This is going to be our flap, and so I'm going to, so I'm going to score at 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to score at 1/4 inch. What was the width of these panels? I think 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 3.25 inches. Okay, so I need to go over 3.25 inches here. Then 1/4 inch, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's 6.5. Ooh, 6.5. That's not giving me much room. Then, do I need another? I don't need another 1/4, so just 6.5. Okay. So we scored 2.5, 1/4. Then we scored over 3.25, 1/4, then another 3.25. I'll put all the measurements in the description box below if this works out right. Okay. So here we go. Now it's up to you which way you want to do it. You could have it open this way or that, or you can have it open this way. You can go either way. I'm calling this a sticky note wallet. Where's the curved piece? Here we go. So just to give me a general idea of the curve that I did in the first one, let's do it like this. So I'm gonna line it up with the dots. Then I'm going to line this up with the dots and center it as best as I can. And then on one side, I'm going to draw it so I can kind of get it the same as I did before. Kind of making myself a template of how I want to cut it. Then I'm going to kind of fold it in half. That way it'll be the same on both sides. And trim. Okay. So I don't know why I keep putting the wallet side on that side, but then this side would be sealed down with a little bit of glue. You could probably even laminate this. So you could do that. You could round the corners if you want to. Just close that up. There we go. So then you could put the whole sticky note in there like that. But you of course have to adhere it to there, or maybe we could make some pockets that they could slide down into. You think that would work? I mean, it could work. I didn't leave much room for something like that, but this is kind of what it would look like. You could even turn them this way. Have the pocket down here. Let's see, do I have something that would even stick in that little pocket? Like little stickers, but those get lost. I don't want to put those in there. This is too big, but something small that you could stick in there, like page flags or something. I don't know. All right, so let's try it with some scrapbook paper. And you don't have to put the whole sticky pad in there. You could just put a few sticky notes. And you don't have to give it a gusset or a spine. It could just be flat. However you want to do it. Could be flat like that. All right, so I am choosing this paper that I think is from the jewel box. It was given to me in Happy Mail or sent to me in Happy Mail. So I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but it seems to be the same quality and style of papers that I have from the jewel box. Okay, and I like this outside. It kind of goes with the Juneteenth theme because it's black and white, which I like, and that's what I really want to put in here and was really focusing on was Juneteenth. So I'm going to use this and hope that I don't mess up the paper. So we did 7 inches in height. Let's get to it. 7 inches in height. Oh, this paper is, I think I better get my other paper trimmer. Yeah. So this is not really paper, it's heavy duty cardstock, so it's probably going to be best to use this paper trimmer. Oops. So we're at 7.5 or 7 inches rather. Then with the scoreboard, we're going to score at 2 inches. I need to be scoring from the other side. 2 inches. Then we're going to go over 3 1/4 inches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that would be scoring at 5 1/4, right? 1, 2, 3 1/4, 5 1/4. Okay, hope I'm doing this right. Then we're going to score at 5 1/2. Then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3 1/4. So that would be 8 3/4. And then at 9. Now our flap is getting smaller and smaller, but I'm trying to use as much space as possible. Okay, so we trimmed it down to 7 inches in height. We scored at 2, 5 1/4, 5 1/2, 8 3/4, and 9. And that gives us 2 inches for our flap. Okay, if I did that right. And I think I did. right, so let's do our folding carefully with this paper because it's really thick. And these smaller folds are a little more difficult. Maybe I should have scored on both sides of the paper. Burnish that down. Fold and burnish. So this is the one that's going to glue down. This is the one that's going to go over like that. Okay. Now this paper is very thick, so I'm not even going to try and fold it in half to do our little curve. I'm going to use this as our template and just try to cut as carefully as possible. And I'm just going to draw it out. Oops. There we go. Hopefully I can see that and trim it out. Ooh, I can't see that side. So then this side is going to glue down, and I'm going to use my Barely Arts glue and put ample amount on here because again this paper is thick and heavy, so and I want it to hold. Okay, so I should have done this before I put the glue on there, but I didn't think of it. Let's find the center. It should be about 3.5. So I'm gonna find the center, which is here, and I'm gonna put like a little thumb notch there. I'm gonna use this 1.5 inch circle punch, line up my mark with the center, and punch. Okay, now go ahead and glue this down because my glue is probably drying, and get something to hold that down while that glue sets. Let's try that. And then this one over here. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait until the glue sets. But that's looking pretty cool so far. Now, do we actually want to make pockets? Unfortunately, this strip isn't big enough. So I'm going to pause the video here and let this dry, and then I'll come back. So here we go. I am back. I was working on something else while I was waiting on the glue to dry. And while I was waiting, I had an idea. I'm so stuck in my head of it going like this, of it working like this or like this. But it really would be cool to go like this. And here's why. I could just put a belly band on here like this. And then I could just set these on the belly band. They don't even have to. You see, they don't have, I won't have to make pockets or anything like that. I can just slide them on the belly band and they could rest on there. Now the question is, do I need to just glue the belly band like this, or do I need to make the tabs on the belly band? I'm going to try it with the tabs. So that means I need it to be 8 inches long, because our actual wallet, I don't know why I want to keep calling it envelope, our actual wallet is 7 inches, so I'm adding an inch so that I can have 2 1/2-inch tabs. I also had an idea of something I could do for a closure. It's a little fancy schmancy, but we'll see. And let's see, I'm gonna score at 1/2 inch. And I'm gonna score at 8 inches. I'm sorry, at 7.5 inches. Score at 1/2 inch and 7.5. Then I'm going to fold them. I'm going to use this side, the contrasting side, and I'm going to miter them a little bit. Maybe I should miter them a lot. Not a whole lot, just a regular miter. And then I'm going to line this up because I think putting it in the center, let's see, will work. If I line this belly band up to go in the center, that gives enough room below and above the sticky note. So let's do that. I wonder if I should use the 3-in-1 glue because it's a little heavier, or if I should use tape. I'm going to use the glue and hopefully it's going to hold. It just takes a minute for it to set. And this paper is kind of glossy, so that's another issue with the glue because it doesn't actually absorb into the paper. Come on now. So I think that makes it kind of just sits on top of the paper and it doesn't, I don't know, stick as well as you would hope. Okay, so let's get this in the center. I'm just lining it up with my mat to help me find the center. And this does not stick well at all. Look at that. It's making a mess with the glue. Let's see if I can put the clip on it. Ugh. It's got glue everywhere. Okay. No glue. Let's use the tape. Let's get rid of the glue. This paper does not like glue. Okay, hopefully the tape will stick. Let's try. Okay. Take the scissors and trim off the excess. Now, let's see if we can get this right. Make sure the tape is down good. Let me burnish it. Okay. I don't want to even put a little bit of glue to give me time to adjust. I just need to do it right the first time. Okay, I hope that's right. Let's get this one down. Okay, let's see. Okay, I had to fight with that a little bit, so burnish it down. I'm not sure that that tape's gonna stick. Hopefully it will. Let's burnish it really well. So there. Now, if you don't use this for sticky notes, you can use it for other things. You could put stickers or die cuts in that pocket. You could put a washi card. I think I'm gonna make a washi card to put in here actually. And yeah, so let's put the sticky notes on. Again, I'm using their back, so that slides right on in there. Let's put this one on here. So you can put them together, separate them, however you want to do that. And voila, you got your sticky notes. So now for a closure, I figured I would just do a tie closure. You could do a magnet. I think if you wanted to, you could put a magnet in that pocket. I could have put a magnet here and put one here, but then I would have needed to cover the magnet. So I thought of this idea of using my punch and putting an eyelet on and maybe doing something like that. Let's see. So I'm gonna use my crocodile and punch a small hole first. Let me push this back a little bit. So I'm gonna punch the small hole first, and I'm gonna make 2 of these. So I'm gonna do one on either end. Then I'm going to take, this is a 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to try to center. I might take these plastic things off because they are so annoying. Trying to center the small circle and punch. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's 1, and this will be 2. Okay, so out of that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, this is what we have left so far. Okay, so let's see if we can make a nice closure for this. So what I'm gonna do is find center. Use my mat to do that. It's about right here. We don't want our thing too close to the edge, so because this is paper, I don't want it too close to the edge. So I'm gonna do it right here. Let's go on and punch it. I'm gonna take these out for now because it does give it some weight. It's lighter and easier to work with without those in there. Punch that. Then I'm going to glue these on. Hopefully they will stay. Just a little glue. Where's the other one? I always lose them. There we go. This one. These are the eyelets. Let's see. I didn't do small ones this time, so I have more choices of eyelets that I can use. I like the white. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like that. I could use a gold. Do I have any of the fat white ones? No, I don't. So, could use this grayish color. Let's see, that's almost as big as, or this, I don't know what color that is. It's almost as big as the circles, but that's kind of cool. What do you think? I think I'll go with the white. Oops, don't want to lose any. Okay, let's do that. Stick with the, yeah, a contrasting color. And then if it splits on the inside, it won't be too weird looking. Okay, so let's see what my settings need to be. So for the 3/16, and let's look at the English version, I need A1. And I'm pretty sure it's not on A1. Okay. From the last time that I used it. The part that looks like a little peg goes into the top of the eyelet, and then I squeeze. They say slow and easy. It's still split. I don't think there's a way to get it in there without it splitting. See how my whole concept of how this was going to work changed from a vertical setup to a horizontal setup, because I wanted something to actually hold the sticky notes without having to stick the sticky notes in here. So, and I probably could adjust this a little bit more. So what can I use as a closure? Okay, this is a little fancy, even though it came from the Dollar Tree. It's satin ribbon, but it's a little fancier than what I wanted to use, but let's see if we can work with it. So that would go through there. I'm doing this on the fly. I have no idea what I'm doing. And you might be able to use an elastic on this as well. So you might want to try that too. Okay, let's see. Let's get it straightened up. I mean, I could just tie it right here, but I don't want, see how this, if I just pull it here, this is like still up a little bit. So I want that to be flat. So I'm gonna have to double wrap the ribbon to achieve the look that I want. So I still need to get some more over here. Let's tie our bow. This is gonna be a nice Happy Mail gift too. A nice little gift. I mean, my ribbon is probably too long, but I do enjoy a long ribbon. Okay, so there we go. You can put a little glue on the ends to keep it from fraying like this is already doing. There we go. So this is what it looks like, all finished. I could have tied that better. You open it up. I guess you open it like this. Get your ribbon out of the way, and voila. You got your sticky notes in here and a place to stick whatever else you want to stick in there. If you do decide to make one, please let me know in the comments. And if you use social media, Facebook, Instagram, tag me so that I can see what you create. You can tag Scrapcraftastic and I will definitely check you out. And I do share. If you tag me, 9 times out of 10, if I see it, I'm going to share it. So make sure you tag me. So again, the sticky notes that you saw in this video are from SticKeys. I will leave all the information, including my discount code, in the description box below. Be sure to check them out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.